Hey everybody. Okay, so I have hit level 60. Yeah, crazy. And we have Trials of Vishanti 5. Now, I don't know if this is hard or not. I'm going to be running this for the very first time here. Some people ask me to do the other trials, but I mean, it's too late. Like, I can't go back and do it. I'm pretty sure you can't do the other ones, right? The Iron Man one, level 50, I think it was. So, unfortunately, I can't go back to that. But today, we're going to do this, see how hard it is. Now, of course, mileage will vary, right? Depending on what characters you have available. This is level 60 Hydra Supreme. It looks like a kind of a mini AoE fight. So, I might actually run Moon Girl for some stuns. And I'm going to run Dream Queen as I always do. And I don't know if we need a tank or not. I'm going to try this first with... This could be a really bad idea. I'm going to try this at first with Thor. Doing kind of like an AoE kind of stun. I'm not entirely sure what to expect here. But we're going to go in with the debuffs on everyone for Moon Girl there. Did decent damage. If we get the... I'm going to debuff Hydra Supreme. I don't know how much damage he does. He doesn't seem to have that much. If we get that buff in with Thor, that'd be really good here. Takes 4, unfortunately. He's taking some damage. Okay, and if we can get some stunning action there, we just kind of lost over there. But we can get it back. Let's see. Does it stun Hydra Supreme? Not really. We can get the rest of them down here, though. Does he summon? This is Cap Hydra Supreme. That did a lot of damage. Does it actually... Now, here's the problem. I need to heal up with Cap, though, by using skills. Or using the deep... Okay, I did not see that coming. So there were... Oh, that's the Cap alt, actually, with the Hydra symbol on it. Okay. So, I got wrecked there. I'm wondering if I do actually need to use a tank this time around. So, I... to 60%. It looks like he summoned new ads when he did that as well. So, let's go with Juggernaut then. Dream Queen. With Storm? Unfortunately, I've been... I was wondering if I could just power through with... let's try Scarlet Witch. Can I just, like, power through and just do that? Is that an option? And just have Juggernaut tank it? Let's find out. He is taking a lot of damage, though. Okay, so I'm kind of like, I'm taking less damage here. I'm gonna use I'm gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna use the buff. Did okay. We need to get shields back up, though, and maybe... I don't know who's doing the most damage. I'm just gonna debuff his damage there. We're just gonna, use some of Juggernaut's skills. We're gonna use the Dream Queen ultimate, and then we're gonna try and nuke Cap, I guess. The problem is I'm not really, like... Those are not good skills that I just rotated into. Okay, so Cap did the ult, but he didn't summon anyone new. So, how often does that happen? Get the shield up again. Oh, there's more than now. Good God. Okay, he's chucking the shield over at my guys. I just saw that. Can we get a Chaos Blaze? That'd be great. Yeah, like, Scarlet Witch is, like, almost dead. Okay, so we did a little better here. Could I kill, like, all of them? No, almost all of them. We do this. That did a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, that did some decent damage. Get a debuff. Some more. We might be able to get through this. Another Cap alt shield. Can I do another shield on... Juggernaut's actually pretty healthy, so we're going to go... Oh, boy. Yeah, Scarlet Witch needs a little bit of healing from using some skills. So, or can we just nuke him down? That might help. Can we... Yeah, can we try? Okay. Some more healing on Scarlet Witch there, but yeah. Okay, it looks like the nuke method was just the easier way, and somewhat ignoring. So I did use a tank there with Juggernaut. That got us the level 60 Trials of Vishanti done, and gets us to level 61, which means that now we can level up our characters. So that's cool. And now we get to use some of our dream cores. Now this is going to be pretty big. So what happens at level 61? Well, we unlock some new challenges, I think. So we should be able to unlock the 61 rune raid, right? So this gets unlocked. So I'll have to kind of do those a little bit later on because you're going to get more purple. Although they did add it. They added the purples to 51, which is really nice. I don't think I mentioned this in the last in the last video, but now that my characters are 61, then I think Fabled Finds is 64 though, right? That's the last level. It's 64, so there's a little bit more ways to go. We kind of jumped a level actually there. So I have to then consider my my upgrades because my ascension now I need to do this, right? And then this is also going to unlock the new skills too, because the new skills are at 61, and this is a really huge milestone. All the characters have really huge level 61 talents that I need to buy, right? Storm deals 25% damage to enemies with at least 3. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get 3 different debuffs. That's a lot. You need to have like a debuff heavy team. That's a lot of damage, but I don't know if I have 3 different debuffs. With Juggernaut, though, this is a huge thing for him. Not Soul Saga, sorry, with the talents because of this. So finally, Juggernaut gets his taunt at level 61. So that's something that I'm probably looking at. Thor, these are the characters that I'm kind of using right now for my Nightfall. Thor is a dragon armor. Attack and defense are increased by 20% in the Thunder enhancement status. Now that's pretty big, right? That's this, which pretty much is like his bread and butter for dragon armor. So that's probably a priority for me. So I'm going to upgrade Thor first, right? I'm going to take him to 61. That's my plan right now. Because I'm going to have to grind this stuff out, right? And I also have an upgrade for my purple stones. And I don't know if I'm going to give it to Thor or if I'm going to give it to Storm. I'm not quite sure about that yet. So I'm going to be holding it for... Hell, I could give it to Dream Queen, but probably not. I want to give it to one of my damage-based characters, my main damage-based characters. Speaking of Dream Queen, I should be able to ascend her as well. I'm going to take her to 61. She's going to be my first controller up. And then as far as her 61, this is pretty big. Ally skills ignore 25% defense of enemies with Hex. This is really easy on some fights, not so easy on Dragon Armor because I can't really like single target apply the Hex to Dragon Armor, and the only way is like when I basically upgrade to the very end, where her ultimate then applies Hex to all enemies for 7 seconds. So that will be huge in conjunction with her 61 when I eventually get here and I'm able to farm up her shards, enough of her shards, right? But it's going to cost me 6 over here, and then I need 6 for 2, so it's I need another 12, 18 Dream Queen shards before I can get the last one. That costs 10, so you know, we got a ways to go to grind for that, unfortunately. So Dream Queen 61, Thor 61, and then probably Storm 61, because they're the ones that I'm using right now with AoE fights because of Dragon Armor, things like that. I want to score a little bit better, I guess, and that's what I'm going to be doing there. So I think what I'm actually going to be doing, I don't know who actually does the most damage for me, but I am going to be evolving, I think, Storm. Now, the stats look kind of crap, and that's because I don't have her. I'm sharing highlights with her and Scarlet Witch. I basically just go back and forth. And then I'm going to need the upgrade materials to then go and upgrade all of my highlights, basically from 60 to 61. So that's going to take a lot of farming and grinding to do, which is, I guess, what I'm going to be doing over the weekend, probably. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be able to do that. Now, unfortunately, for my artifacts, I have not been... I don't know about you guys, but I have not been very lucky. So I'm sitting here with purples, and that's fine. Like, I have a handful of purples, and you know, that's not too bad. But I have not a single orange unique one. I spend tons of energy into whether it's the Game of Khonshu chest or whether it's, you know, the Fabled Finds. Like, I just have not been lucky with this at all. I could go and level up this one to the 65 if I can like beat the challenge. Can we beat the challenge? Let's see. I doubt it. But let's see if we can AoE fight. No, I'm probably going to die. 65. Might have to use Juggernaut for this, actually. I wonder if we could actually do... That's a lot of enemies. Let's go with... let's go with Thor and then Dream Queen. Let's see. Can we actually clear this? We probably could if I actually like spent some time on this. Are they going to shoot all... Are they going to shoot Thor? I hope not. Oh, I don't... I need to get the taunt thing going. I don't have that yet. We might... There's 6 enemies. We might... Maybe it's not that hard, actually. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage, actually. All of a sudden. Let's see if we can get this cleared. This would be great. Come on, come on, come on. Juggernaut needs a shield. Oh my god, he's about to die. Maybe he needs 2 shields. All that damage reduction. Okay, let's go hit those 4. They have damage buffs. I need to get rid of that, actually, with Dream Queen. But I can't, because they're in the way for some reason. But I get some mana for doing that, so that's nice. Hey, there's only 2 enemies left, and then I can do my ult over here. So maybe this wasn't that hard to upgrade to the 65. They did hit kind of hard, but looks like we're getting through this. Yeah, we did it. That's good. So we can do this a little bit in advance, right? So that's the level 65 mark of Khonshu chest, which is a little, should have better drop rates than the 54 Fabled Find. So let's see if I can exchange some of these. Let's just see. Will I get a unique out of this one? This is like the final chest, right? Oh, I did! I did! I did it! I got Stormbreaker. With some arguably pretty shitty stats. But this is really, really good for Thor. It has attack percent, but look at all this defense. That's way too much. Also, I need to finish up my Mark of Khonshu or my Khonshu stuff for the week so I can stack up to 300 Moon Emblems. I need to do this a little bit more. And then saving up for that Darkhold. So you can only have one of each of the uniques, just so people are aware about that one. And I also want to just share that. Let's see if we can do something about that. This chance shuriken is crit rate, but I do like the flight pack, right? That's nice too. I'm gonna see whether or not, now you can refine this, right? And I think you can refine this like infinite amounts of times. I can change the stats on this. Now what I don't know though is that when you refine this and you level it up, does it go back to level 1? This is my first time doing this, so what does it tell me? No new attributes. So you can lock that. Where do you get these things? The Sealing Spell. I have never seen these yet, so I don't know. Now, it's going to change my substats to something better. I think I'm going to do it. Crit damage, defense, and attack percent. That's not bad. But I have to spend the 30k and the 5 every single time. Flat defense with crit damage and attack. I think this is the defense not so great, but I think that is better than what it was before. It also saved the levels actually, so I can just go ahead and level it up then. So we're getting all these more crit damage. That's fine, I think, right? Unless my crit rate is so low. Oh my god. Can we get some attack? That'd be good. Nope. When did he? When did the defense? When did the defense twice? Oh, but energy generation, I don't really need that. Defense, that had a lot of defense. So I'm losing some crit, but I'm gaining like 30% attack speed already just off the bat. 31.6 crit damage. The question is, do I have any crit rate left to back it up since I'm losing that? And this has some. So I might actually just keep this with Stormbreaker. That 30% attack speed is really, really good for Thor. So if I can get some crits, that's probably going to do some good damage. Also, it's level 20, so I am getting some good stats out of that. Thor might survive a little bit longer. So that was fun. The question is, though, where are those sealing spells? Also, when I hit level 60, I seem to get a pop-up again for Storm's Highlight. I don't know if I have too much else to talk about here today, but I just wanted to share some things that are going on with me and my roster and my gameplay, and I guess this is going to be me, my showing of the Trials of Vishanti 5s, in case anyone asks again. That's just how I played through it. Yeah, obviously, you know, it's going to be very dependent on the characters that you have available to you in your roster. But that is a lot of things in this game. And then I'm just going to be going through, I guess, for the next couple of days and levels, right? I need to get my characters ascended past my top characters ascended up to 61. I think I can do this with Juggernaut, actually, so that's fine. I can do that. But I'm going to have to get the highlights ascended up as well, so that's going to be a thing, and that's going to take a little bit of time, I think, and energy as well. So that's it just for this video here on Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll be covering some things, of course, as the days go on. I just wanted to kind of share my progress and where I'm at in the game. Let me know what yours are and how you're feeling with Marvel Mystic Mayhem. I'm still enjoying the game, of course, and I'm curious, like, when I get to 70, I don't know when that's going to be, maybe in a week or so, and what ends up happening there. We have the Fantastic Four coming around next week, presumably Fantastic Four, we don't know. A brand new character when Captain America ends, when this banner ends. And also, I wanted to point out that apparently I missed this, but there is a Spider-Man highlight, legendary highlight somewhere in here. Actually, no, it's in the 80, right? So you can exchange this for Spinning Success highlight, whereas attack increases by 20% after an ally performs a follow-up attack. Their attack increases by 16%. Additional effect for Spider-Man crit rate of allies' follow-up attacks increases by 15%. I just don't think that you want to spend 80 pulls on this just to get the highlight, because I don't think you can actually get it within the pulls themselves because it's not actually there. So it's kind of weird. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.